I mean, action is what gets results. The number one thing holding people back is they think about something, they strategize all day, and then a day, an idea is shit unless you actually take action towards it.
One of the things I love most about you, if not my favorite thing about you, is that get up and go spirit.
Yeah.
That it's something amazing. You've
Take
got
action.
you've got this energy on tap, which is so great. What are the opportunities that get up and go attitude has given you?
So many, man. I mean, I'm the kind of guy is like, I'll shoot, and then aim later. Like I just go. But I now have kind of honed in more. Like I think a little bit. Maybe I'll think for a couple of minutes versus 60 seconds before I take action. I mean, action is what gets results. The number one thing holding people back is they think about something, they strategize all day, and then a day, an idea is shit unless you actually take action towards it. And that's what I learned in Think You're Rich. It's like, you got to take daily action. Even if it's like one thing you do every day, every single day, just one thing you accomplish, it'll build up compound effect. It'll slowly build up over time and eventually get you your bigger opportunity. And you don't know where it's going to happen. Like, I've traveled the country. I've interviewed hundreds of people. I've failed many times. I've tried endeavors that didn't work. When I started in 2015, I started a podcast show at the time. It was called the University of Young Entrepreneurs, now called the Live to Grind podcast. I was traveling around the country and learning from people. And I remember I'd drive my F-150 across the country, whether it was LA or Ohio or Atlanta, Georgia, and I would meet with people in person. And my podcast show was my way to get that connection versus say, hey, can I pick your brain or you mentor me? So I used my show to interview people. But at the time I didn't have much money. I bought the Zoom mic and these blue mics, and I had this set up with headphones and everything. And I would set up in people's offices. Sometimes I didn't realize I was traveling all around the country just to have that 45-minute interview. And that, for most people, is crazy. They think you're going to pay on your own dime, you're going to travel around the country, and you're going to interview these people. How are you making money? I'm not. I was sleeping in my truck. I remember 2015, I think I slept in my truck 40, 50 nights. Sleep in my truck. I would do once did a trip from Des Moines, Iowa to LA and back, where I was going on TV and interviewing people too. I did it for like $800. Most of that was fuel. I ate canned food. I had $5 footlongs sometimes. I remember when I slept in the parking lot, the LA Fitness Center off of Vine Street, I was doing this event I was going to. So what I did is I convinced them to give me a free pass for the week. I parked my truck up the third level. I would sleep in my truck overnight. In the morning, I'd wake up early. I'd go work out there on a free pass. I would shower there, get ready, go to my conference for the day. I would eat the food they had. And then at the night, I would come back in my truck, edit my podcast show. If you look at early episodes, you probably hear the outside noise. I would do it in my truck, and then I would go to sleep, and then I'd wake up and do it again. And so that is like pure persistence. People would make fun of me. They thought I was fucking nuts. My girlfriend, now wife, she like, why are you doing that? Worried that somebody like kill me. I'm in my truck. But that was pure action. And so most people, what they would say is, I don't got the money. I think of all the reasons why you can't do it. I figured, how could I find a possibility to do it? And so what I did is I ultimately made a lot of connections around the country, and I started doing events. So where my best deals happen, opportunities, is when I was out in the field meeting with people. And sometimes my best opportunity came from a 100-person, 500-person event. Sometimes it came from a 3-person meetup. And so if you take action and you go outside your comfort zone and become comfortable being uncomfortable, you will find opportunity, and then follow up on that opportunity. Don't just get it and then let it go. You got to follow up and it's like a non-stop taking action every single day.
Yeah, you actually did it rather than talk about it. It's so
Don't
good.
talk. I fucking hate it when people talk. They say that, like, people will promise me something and under promise, over deliver. When they over promise and then they let me down, because I will never ask anything of anybody that I wouldn't do myself. Really over deliver. And if you prove to somebody that you're a reliable person, they will never forget that, and they will help you. So always over deliver.